All right, guys, let's take a look at SOFI today and see if at its current level that it's at right now, is it a buy or is it not a buy? I mean, we just had a great run from $4 all the way up to $11, and seriously, guys, the moon was in sight. But even more quickly than that happened, it has fallen right back down to $8, and it doesn't seem to be able to gain any traction at all. So does it have more room to fall? And more importantly, is it a buy at these levels? So let's answer all that today, right after you gently tap that like button and consider subscribing too. It's super easy to do if you like the truth without the hype. So looking at SOFI's brief history here, you can see that it basically just shot straight up to $25 and then would fall all the way back down to 15 before marching almost all the way up to $25 again. That was pretty much his pattern almost for the entirety of 2021. But as you can see, 2022 happened and it just basically cratered and couldn't gain any momentum and just continued to fall and continue to fall. And even when it does pick up momentum, it seems like it hits right, close to that $10 range. Maybe like this last time it breaks up over it. And then it just falls right back down, not just, low, but it goes all the way back down to the 4s and the 5s. That's basically 2022 in a nutshell for a lot of stocks that we love, but especially for SOFI, it just seemed like it was inevitable. It was going all the way down to $4, whether we wanted it to or not. Oh, and unlike a lot of other stocks that we picked up during that time frame as well that have already kind of shot up, SOFI continued that same pattern into 2023 as well. And you had a very good reason for all that madness last year. I mean, we had basically a stock market crash in 2022. That obviously will impact all stocks, but especially non-profitable stocks like SOFI are going to get hit especially hard. If I could talk, that would be the first problem there. And number two, they shifted the business completely, basically from a student loan provider into that basically being no part of their income, and their income coming from all the other things that they got involved with throughout the year 2022. But making that shift in between is not easy. It's a very hard thing to do, and of course, it's very uncertain as to whether or not you'll be successful or not at shifting the business. So of course, that kept a lot of money out of SOFI. And then number three, fintech is just honestly in the doghouse. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter what numbers you put up. If you're fintech, you're going to basically get beaten into oblivion, and we've seen it across the board with all of fintech. But all of that chaos, all that madness that was last year basically spelled opportunity for us as people that wanted to own SOFI long term. Now, I understand a lot of you guys were basically, because of all the fear, because of all the noise, because of a lot of different things, you weren't buying SOFI in the 4s and 5s, and I completely understand. I mean, heck, a lot of you guys were busy, taking advantage of Meta at 80 or, Tesla at like, I don't know, what, 105, 102, whatever the heck it ended up eventually falling to. And a lot of, Nvidia in the hundreds. I mean, there was tons of great stocks that were on a massive discount this year. So maybe you didn't take advantage of the $4 and $5 range because you were busy buying all those other great stocks at great price. And that makes perfect sense to me. So now you're looking basically at SOFI, especially given their 2023 performance so far, basically, going up and then creating right back down to $4. Is this just another one of those 2021 hype stocks that's essentially destined to go nowhere? And if you're like me, you think that's not the case at all, and you absolutely want to add more, but you're kind of fearful to add more. I mean, what the heck do you do? Because it does follow this pattern of running up to around 10 bucks or so, and then cratering right back down to $4 again. So are we basically in for another $4 beatdown in this stock? And for the handful of you guys saying that no, $4 isn't possible, it's not going back there, they've already had, their guidance is great, everything's great, which I agree with completely. But to say it's impossible not to go down to $4 is honestly just kind of silly, because we were just there in May. I bought shares in the $4 range just in May, so no, it's not impossible. What you would have seen all 10 of my buys in the $4 for SOFI if you were part of the group last year, so don't miss your opportunity now with a giant sale that's going on to celebrate the stock analyzer tool. It's completely free for you to use as a member for my group, where you get not only that stock analyzer tool and all my buy and sell alerts in real time and my watch list complete with price targets for all the stocks I want to buy. You also get access to 5 free courses, the best 6- and 7-figure Discord out there. I put 4 or 5 videos a week out there just for you guys. Doesn't go on YouTube, doesn't go anywhere else, goes right in there for you guys. And we also do live Q&As. You can slide into my DMs. Everybody is part of this group is here to help you build a plan, do evaluation, understand what you're looking at for stocks, and just there's so much involved in here, guys. There's so much more that's actually coming as well. I challenge you to find a better group out there that actually offers more for as little money as this group's going to cost, but the price is going to go up. because the stock analyzer tool, basically increases the cost for the group. So the price has to go up in order to accommodate for that. But I wanted to give you guys as much time as possible to join right now. So make sure you check out the pinned comment down there and see if the group's right for you. But I totally understand, guys. That was all the past you want to know today. Is SoFi a buy today? I mean, we have profitability coming in Q4, according to management, which I have no reason not to believe them because they have managed to execute beautifully to everything they said they were going to do, basically over the past year plus as they've transitioned to business. So I have no reason not to believe that now. And we all know when profitability comes, that's when the big money starts to flow in. That's when some of the more stable, shareholder base that you'll really start to build out in a stock like this, where it may actually form that bottom that we're all looking for there, that stable base. So that way it never really drops down below that again. Now that's not guaranteed. There's no, guarantee that they're going to put in there. But in general, when you turn that profitability knob and you kind of show not only with your actions on earnings, but also your future guidance and everything else that you're going to continue to get more and more profitable, that's when Wall Street starts to take you a lot more serious. And more importantly, some of those shareholders who are just going to buy and hold and want to hold SoFi long term are going to really start to build out their positions. So is it a buy today or not? For me, the answer is a definitive no, but slow down before you yell at me, guys. My situation is completely different from yours in most cases. It most likely is. So I'll give you another method to use if my situation was different than what it actually is there. So don't worry, guys. It's not just a definitive no. I'll give you two different answers here. Now, in my situation, the answer is no, because I already have my position built out, but I do want to build it into a larger position, especially as they kind of go from more speculative nonprofit into that profitability category. Of course, that makes it a safer stock to where I can then, the risk reward then becomes great again. So I'm absolutely looking to add that to my watch list. But I had that initial position built, so I don't really need to just jump all over the stock every time it dips down from its latest run. So I don't have to build out that position anymore. I can afford to be a little bit patient. But unless you were buying like crazy like we were all last year, my guess is you want to add more shares and you want to build out that position, or maybe you even want to start up a position in this stock because it's finally reached that point to where the risk reward looks right for you. So let's discuss exactly how to do that given where it's at currently right now. I personally use a modified DCA, which means a lot of work, a lot of planning. You got to get that price target. You got to be disciplined and really be confident in that investment and then start your modified DCA from there. But I understand a lot of you guys aren't in that situation or you don't want to necessarily do it that way. So at its current price, if I wanted to add more or start my position, whichever category you fall into, it is absolutely a buy to me, but with this one caveat here. And that would be that you're going to just execute a simple DCA, guys. That basically just means you're going to buy the stock today and then you're going to buy it 2 weeks from now whenever you get paid. If that's kind of your rhythm, your the money that comes kind of out and goes into your investing account in order to invest more, you're going to buy it in 2 weeks. And then the next time you're paid, you're going to buy again in 2 weeks. That means whether it runs up, whether it runs down, means you're covered all the way around and you're basically buying the ups and the downs with the stock. But the point is you're able to build out a position without a lot of stress, without having to, do price targets and a lot of the other dancing and a lot of the other waiting and fear and a lot of the other emotions that get involved. They're basically taken out with a simple DCA like that. So for you, you're able to build out that position. And sure, it means you're probably not going to have a, $5 per share average in the stock. And that's okay. Nobody's comparing. It's not a game. It's not a, me versus you and my average versus your average and this person's average and that person's average. It's completely irrelevant. The point being you want to own the stock and have the position built out for whenever it eventually does what it's going to do. So what I mean by that is I don't think you're going to complain too much if your average, we'll just say, is $8, right around where it is right now. So let's say you're able to average down some, you average up some, you build out your position. Your average price is $8. If it goes back to just all-time highs, and I think SoFi long run has a much longer runway than that, but let's just say all-time highs at $25 or so, I think you're a very happy shareholder, and that was a great buy for you and a great plan and a great execution to get yourself there. So for me, that may not be enough for you, and if that's the case, I don't know. I guess there's other types of investing out there for you, but as a long-term buy and hold investor, this is the easiest way to buy and hold the stock. Which you would have seen all 10 of my buys in the $4 for SoFi if you were part of the group last year. So don't miss your opportunity now with a giant sale that's going on to celebrate the stock analyzer tool. It's completely free for you to use as a member for my group, where you get not only that stock analyzer tool and all my buy and sell alerts in real time and my watch list complete with price targets for all the stocks I want to buy. You also get access to 5 free courses, the best 6- and 7-figure Discord out there. I put 4 or 5 videos a week out there just for you guys. Doesn't go on YouTube, doesn't go anywhere else, goes right in there for you guys. And we also do live Q&As. You can slide into my DMs. Everybody is part of this group is here to help you build a plan, do evaluation, understand what you're looking at for stocks. And just there's so much involved in here, guys. There's so much more that's actually coming as well. I challenge you to find a better group out there that actually offers more for as little money as this group's going to cost, but the price is going to go up because the stock analyzer tool, basically increases the cost for the group. So the price has to go up in order to accommodate for that. But I wanted to give you guys as much time as possible to join right now. So make sure you check out the pinned comment down there and see if the group's right for you. And click this video here if you want to see exactly what other stocks I'm buying in this market. And click here to see my exact plan for this market. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.